Hello everyone and welcome back to New Tech. Today we're going to unbox the brand new OnePlus Nord. The OnePlus Nord comes in 3 different performance, 6GB of RAM and 64GB of RAM, 8 with 128 and 12 with 256GB of RAM. In the new Nord we have 4150 mAh battery and a warp charge 30T. As you can see in the package, we have here the box itself wrapped up with plastic for protection. We have one blue case, same color as the phone, and we bought the earbuds from OnePlus, which we will unbox in the next video. As you can see, the box itself is matte color black, and we have the Nord logo and name with shiny color black. You can see in the back we have some information which we will talk about later. As you can see, we have now here the Nord itself. We are going to see what we got here after we unbox it. As you can see, we have immediately the Nord when we take off the cap. Underneath it we have the paperwork like usual, user manual, the welcome card, and we have the protector or the one case included in the box. Also we have the charger itself, as I mentioned before, 30T warp charge. In the box we have it here. You can see the performance of the charger in here, the warp charge as well, the logo here, and we have the cable like usual, red cable from OnePlus. So these are the things that are included in the box for OnePlus Nord, and we will see more of it later. Let's take this off and see what we got. As you can see, the OnePlus Nord has 4 cameras. The main one is 48 megapixel, ultra wide we have 8 megapixel, deep lens we have 5 megapixel, and macro lens which is 2 megapixel. Also we have 2 dual flash, which is a new feature in OnePluses, and we will see more of it later when we test it. In the front we have 32 megapixel camera, which is the main one, and we have ultra wide one 8 megapixel. In the back we can make videos with 1080 megapixel video at 30 or 60 frames per second, 4K 30 frames per second, slow motion 240 frames per second, time lapse 30 frames per second, and 4K time lapse 30 frames per second. Also in the front we can record in 4K with 30 and 60 frames per second. As you can see, the OnePlus Nord is now starting up. We can see the blue color. This is an amazing color that we have in the Nord. Also it's starting up. We have the same system operation like we do in the other OnePluses, and as you can see it says here hi there. We can change the language, and as you can see we have to agree to all of these so we can start up the phone. We have here connect Wi-Fi. I'm mostly going to skip these. Date and time, press next. We have Google service, next and accept. OnePlus user. We have the fingerprint. I'm going to skip this, skip the lock screen. We're going to set this a bit later. I'm just focusing and starting up this phone. We have here the font, press next, navigation for gestures, master full screen, and as you can see we have here the 3 steps for back and home, also the recent apps that we used. We can clearly see the 2 cameras in the front, and now the phone is on. You can see this beautiful 90 Hz display, which is very noticeable when you wake the phone itself. Here in the settings you can see about phone at the bottom. You can read about this phone, Snapdragon 765. We have 12 gigabytes of RAM and 200 for the ROM. You can see it in the sides. We have the buttons. Up we have here the cameras, as I said before, and the mesh bar for voice. It's very hidden and very good looking. We have the button to silent, ring or vibration mode, the button to turn it on and off. In the bottom we have here the speaker, Type-C connector and the micro SIM card there, and we have the button for volume up and down. So this is the outside look and the buttons of the new OnePlus Nord. Let's go to the settings now and see what we can find there. You can see the display, it's working pretty good and pretty fast, which is what we expected from this new phone. Let's go to the settings. You can see Wi-Fi network at the top. We have Bluetooth. Here at the display you can see the brightness is very good. We have the sleep method like usual, advanced night mode. As you can see, it changes and it tests the display, which is one of the best features in this smartphone. We have here other options for display as well, like font, ambient light and other things. We have customization. You can see here we have the system customization, wallpapers, clock style and fingerprint logo. Starting from wallpapers, you can see it's easy to change them, just going through things a little bit so we can get familiar with this phone. As you can see, we have here the security and lock screen, which we will do it later. System customization, and you can see the system icons. Accent the color. We can change the color right here. We have select tone. We can make it dark. We have the system icons, which we have 3 options at the bottom, and we have the icon pack like usual in OnePluses. Back at the menu, we can see we have here sound and vibration, buttons and gestures. We have apps and notifications. We don't really have any apps right now, so we'll skip that. We have security and lock screen. As you can see here, we can put our fingerprint, Face ID, and we can test them. We're going to put the pattern N for new tag, confirm, press done, and now we can confirm our fingerprint. As you can see, like usual, you have to tap it a couple of times. It doesn't recognize your finger, but it's okay, keep trying. Maybe my finger is just a little bit oily, or I'm not putting it there correctly. Now the edges. And as you can see, the fingerprint is added. We can add plenty of fingerprints, not like just one, and you can see how fast it opens up the phone. It's really good, it works perfectly. I don't have any issue with the fingerprint of the new Nord. I'm going to add here my face, so we'll try it. And as you can see, immediately we have the logo of lock at the top. It opens up immediately and you can swipe up and the phone is ready to work. A couple of times and again, never failed. The OnePlus Nord works perfectly with his security. It opens up immediately and the button for your fingerprint works perfectly. We have again here down privacy, location, battery, storage, accounts, digital, system. As you can see, we have accessibility, language, date and time, backup, reset option, etc. So this is the settings of the new OnePlus Nord. I'm not going into details, just a couple of things so we can be familiar with it. So as I said, the cameras that we mentioned before, we will try here some of them. Starting from the normal camera, you can see the earbuds from OnePlus, which we will unbox in the next video. Here is with 2x zoom, also up to 10x it will zoom in on, and we have here the ultra wide angle, which works perfectly, and the quality of the OnePlus camera does not ever disappoint you. We have here time-lapse, nightscapes, video, panorama, and all kinds of options, which we tried some of them, and you can see the pictures in the side. I'm going to put them here so you'll see the result in the end. You can see the videos and other things you can do with zoom in or the wide angle. Also the selfie camera, you can see the wide angle, it takes a very good size of the thing, so you can make some good photos. Let's go ahead and try the sound here and see how it works. You can see the bass is very good, and I like the sound of the speaker, even though it's not the 3D version like in both directions. The sound is coming just from the bottom speaker, not from the top, but again it's great. I'm not complaining, I will be used to it, and this sound is very good, so it's not a problem that is not coming from the top. You can see the bass, you can hear actually the bass. The sound is coming really clear, which is a very good thing in this new smartphone. As you can see, an update immediately comes. I'm going to update it later and see what we have new here. The camera and the system, as you can see, we have some things, and we have the earbuds that I mentioned before, which we will unbox in the next video, so stay tuned for that. So guys, this was all for today's video. Thank you very much for your time and support. If you find this video interesting or helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you in the next video with another smartwatch.